And good morning, Indiana anchor Kaitlyn Kendall sat in the courtroom during Richard Allen's 21-day trial. She's in studio with us this morning. And Kaitlyn, we'll get to your experience here in just a moment. But first, what type of sentence is Richard Allen looking at when Judge Frangol lays out the penalty here on December 20th?
So Judge Frangol will ultimately be the decision maker when it comes to what that is. But Richard Allen faces up to 130 years behind bars for the conviction of all four found guilty.
In the trial, you watched all the evidence laid out there, and then you watched the instructions that Judge Gull gave to the jurors, and then you sat and waited along with the rest of the community and the media there. What was the chatter among folks as they waited for this verdict to come down, especially when some thought we'd have it the next day, we'd have it by Saturday, and then the days went on, the hours turned into days.
So many days went on. It was a lot of waiting, honestly. And when you really look at it, though, it doesn't really seem like it was that long, but about 19 hours of deliberations. There was a couple half days in there, and then 2 real full days of jury deliberation. But a lot of people, to be honest, had kind of already set yesterday off. A lot of people were like, it's too late in the day. We don't think we're going to get a verdict at this point. And then all of a sudden, things started moving at the courthouse. But a lot of people thought, okay, the longer we go, a lot of people were under the impression, a lot of the community thought we're not going to get a guilty verdict. A lot of people thought it's going to be a hung jury, it's going to be not guilty, because when more time passed, the more leery people began to get outside of the courthouse. Many community members started thinking that. So a lot of people were actually shocked when the verdict was read, because a lot of people, as more time had passed, they thought that they weren't going to see a guilty verdict.
We heard from some of the comments that we've seen from people who attended the trial or community members that this is a chance now to begin healing. Did you get that impression from the families as you sat in the courtroom, the families of Abby and Libby?
Absolutely. I think that no matter what, right, at the end of the day, Abby and Libby are still never going to have an opportunity to go back home and to be with their families. And so I think that that kind of gets brought to the forefront. So you see a bit of sorrow from the family, but you also see this for the first time in really a while, a sense of hopelessness, hope, right? You know, you have this finally, right? You kind of saw a sigh of relief from the family. They were hugging each other, embracing each other, and really just kind of smiling, really for the first time. I think the trial was really tough. You're having to hear all the things that happened to Abby and Libby. You're having to see these autopsy photos. You're having to see these heavy things and hear these heavy things. So I think it was kind of like a finally we're through this trial, but also finally it kind of was a sense of we can try to move forward with the next steps, whatever those next steps may be for them.
You know, this is going to go down as an historic case that many will look back on. What stood out to you as you write the first draft of history, you know, watching and covering this case?
I think what stood out was no matter what, there was this togetherness. You know, this little small town of Delphi, rural Indiana, everybody knows everybody. People say that all the time, but it truly is the way that this town is. They welcomed so many people, right? I mean, this case has garnered national attention. There's people from all over the nation who have flown in to try to see this trial play out, who have, you know, waited to try to see this trial play out and just be around other people. It's garnered so much of that this little small town of Delphi almost at first is like, oh my gosh, we have all these people. How do we navigate all these people? And so I think that's what stuck out, is that Hoosier hospitality that you see in small towns, people opening their doors, people welcoming them, businesses getting a huge boost from just the tourism, if you will. And I hate to say tourism on such a tragedy, but it really was.
But so many people swelled in that community.
So many people
not tourists, but
but
so many people were there to see the outcome.
Interested.
Right, yes.
And they didn't have to be in the courtroom. They just wanted to be around other people who wanted to watch the trial play out.
Right. What we also were interested in are the lives and the friendship of these two girls.
Oh my goodness.
That really captivated a lot of people as we learned more about their relationship and how they were together on their last day.
They were together on their last day, and you know, their friendship, I think, is kind of forefront through all of this, right? They were together all of the time, and sadly they were together when they passed. So I think that's something you have to remember. These two Delphi teenagers who were together forever still.
Well, obviously, Kaitlyn, we appreciate your work covering what has been a difficult case. Still more to come when the sentencing happens next month on December 20th.
Yep.
If you'd like to learn more about the Delphi trial, you can do so by visiting our website at WRTV.com. And that's whether you want to learn more about the verdict or you want to catch up from day one. Just go to WRTV.com/Delphi Murders.